Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you what my classroom looked like after working in it just a day. It looks a little messy because of course I'm not done with it, but I also show you clips of me preparing STEM bins for my classroom this year, and I show you other clips of me just preparing the classroom in itself for Meet the Teacher. So let's just get started with this video. So this is the entrance to my classroom. That door leads to a closet that I share with my neighbor who is another first grade teacher. That's kind of an outlook of my whole classroom. This is towards the front of my classroom. That is the whiteboard, which is where I post my objectives, my can statements, any anchor charts we're working with. That flag will be moved because it's kind of in the way for when kids are looking at the whiteboard. This is my smart board. That is where I do a lot of interactive teaching and activities for the kids. That's my teacher corner with my computer. Those are the cubbies that the students will use throughout the year to store several things. The top cubbies I use to organize extra books that I may have or just anything that I need a place for. Those are my kids' tables. That again is just what the back of my classroom looks like. I have a lot of shelves and drawers and cabinets, which is nice because it allows me to organize things better. Again, that is my smart board. Toward the top, not my smart board, my whiteboard, toward the top is my alphabet strip. That alphabet strip has been moved down because on top of my alphabet is where I put my sight words on there, and it really saves me space. Again, that's my smart board. We do things like calendar on there and spiral reviews. Those shelves up there were jam-packed at the end of last year with just different items. I was ready to get my summer vacation started. So, yeah, and I insert clips a little bit later. That back bookshelf there was also jam-packed with just all my things. I had to move classrooms last year, so I'm in a new classroom this year, and it's nice, and it's a little bit bigger, and I have a window now, so that's really nice. But yeah, right now I have already organized books in there. That's my easel, which I use when we're making anchor charts or when I'm reading a big book to the kids. Like I said, I've organized some books, clipboards in there. This is what it looked like at the end of last year with curriculum we don't really use anymore. I have moved those things and stored them in the other cabinets and shelves. Again, I was just stuffing things anywhere they would fit so I could get my summer vacation started at the end of last year. These are a bunch of books and chair pockets that I have moved and organized in different areas of the classroom. This is just a little couch. This is new this year, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use that corner. Again, this is a bookshelf that was stuffed last year. This is what it looked like at the end of last year, but I have now moved things out of there and organized the books by levels and by topics. So like all holiday books are in one bucket, all Christmas books, things like that. Those are chair pockets that the kids may use at their chairs. It just depends on each child. Again, those are my books. They're leveled by reading levels and other topics that I have chosen to group my books by. That shelf right there, that I will use to put their math stations and reading stations at. This is my horseshoe table. This is where I work with small groups in order to maybe help struggling students or students that just need a little more practice or students that may need enrichment. That is another place for me to organize books, that bookshelf, and those are leveled books that the school actually provides for us. So it's really nice for the kids to have a lot of options. That is a door leading to our bathroom. That is definitely an upgrade for me this year. We did not have a restroom last year in my old classroom, so that'll be nice. This is just our sink, which we do use a lot, so that's nice that every classroom has that. That is my old mailing station, which I will switch out when I am done with my new station. I still have to paint it. Those are big books. I already have those books. Those are just extra copies. I'm going to take them to the book room. Again, my classroom was a mess because I filmed this, I think the second day I walked in, third day maybe. I had done a few little things here and there, but I was taking things out, and those things on that table are going to go on the free teacher table where other teachers can come and shop for things that they might want. There I was just working on activities for stations for the students that we use towards the beginning of the year. Those are decorations. I have already put those up since filming these clips. These are just clips of me doing things pretty much behind the scenes, cutting things that were laminated that will be put up in our classroom. So here I am starting to cut out things that I have purchased on Teachers Pay Teachers to make my STEM bins for my classroom. So these STEM bins, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to use them. I know I want to use them for kids that finish early instead of them just having the option of reading or writing in the writing notebook. So this will just give them something new and interesting to do. I might also use this as a makerspace area. I took a training over this past summer, and the person that was training us was just showing us different ways that the students could show understanding or mastery of a certain concept by making things. And so this really lends itself to that. So I might look into that too. I still haven't decided. When I do, I will definitely update on a video. So these bins will also include small picture cards that give the students ideas on things that they can build with the materials they find in each little bin. But like I said earlier, I might use this as a makerspace activity or materials for the makerspace area. And so the students will be expected to build things or make something in relationship to a concept that we have just learned or have taught or that we are reviewing. I could even have the students use these bins to make the setting of a book that we have just read, or to make the characters, or something that shows me that they have understood the book or the setting or different story elements of the book. These are some materials that I have found in my classroom. I have not created all the boxes yet. This bin has the Legos that I showed in my teacher haul that I got at Target for $1 a bag. And I only used 3 Lego bags in this bin, so I will definitely have leftovers to use when we do have to have indoor recess. But here I'm putting up the signs for my reading stations. And so as you can see, my math one's already up, and they do have those clothespins on the side because that's how my whichever student helper I have for the week, that's how they move the clips, and the kids just move on through their rotations that way. And if any time a child does not know where they're supposed to be, they can just go look for their clip, and the clip has their group number on it. And so they just look at the group number, and for math stations, I have numbers on them, but for reading centers, I label them by the daily 5 rotations, like read to self or read to a partner. Here I am just setting up my place on the smartboard where I am going to include my objectives, my I can statements, Then I set up the actual subject areas because I split it up by each subject: reading, math, science, social studies, writing. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the first look at my classroom. I will be uploading a video next week when my classroom is completely finished and ready for Meet the Teacher. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about my classroom and if you have any suggestions. Bye!